What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're doing all right. You just got the alert on Poshmark. It is 10 p.m. Welcome to the show. Tonight we're going to talk about speed. Not the good kind. Speed in the thrift store. We talk about how I source things and what I picked up. I think I only had about 15, 20 minutes. Not much. So before we get there, let's see what we have in the chat. Snow Rider, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. Was first. Hey, Linda, Heart of Dixie Flipper had 3 sakis today. Hopefully they weren't too strong. Man, a couple softballs today. So he had 3 sales. Donna had 2. Hey, Donna. Pamela, hopefully your hand's doing all right. Trent McNeely, 1 today, 4 yesterday. Rosalind, how's it going? Pamela's on managed payments. Oh, that's not good. Dysfunctional family, what's going on? Reseller King, Marie and Justin. April, been listing for the past 2 days. Nice. 2 Hip Chicks, what's up? 2 sales for you. Awesome. I was looking at liquidation.com earlier. I was looking at some of the what's it called? Some of the electronic slots, and it looks like some of the stuff out of Vegas is pickup only. I'm trying to find an answer for you. I will have it finalized hopefully tomorrow. It looks like there are some batteries that cannot be shipped, so I'm told. I will have more answers for you tomorrow. If you're not following me on Instagram, head over there. Give me a follow. I try to post some updates in there in terms of products and things to look for, as well as I follow a bunch of you guys. And then make sure you're also in the Liquidation OH Facebook group. I'll post it here. And how are you guys doing? Thursday evening, it's Friday Eve. My son has a hockey tournament in Findlay this weekend, or Findlay, I don't know, whatever you say it. Findlay, Ohio. I'm going to try and go live tomorrow and this weekend. We'll see. If I'm not live, that's why. There's kids and parents playing, so we'll see what I can do. Ma, what's up? How's it going? Star City had 4 today. 0 Poshmark. Did I have 0 Poshmark? Yeah, I don't think I had any Poshmark. If Nick McNutt, if you're in the chat, I appreciate you sharing all my items. That was awesome. Thank you again. I'm going to try and share a little more of yours, but I appreciate you sharing my stuff. Rum stump bit warmer today, 26 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be crazy this weekend. It's going to be 50, at least in Ohio. It's 9 right now. It was -1 this morning, -1, -2. Yeah, so 0 Poshmark today. eBay has been quite different, though. Now, what's interesting is my jerseys, my Todd Gurley Rams jerseys, have not sold since yesterday morning. And I think that's because people realized they wouldn't get it shipped in time, or they wouldn't receive it in time for the Super Bowl. So I'm hoping the Rams win. That's only because I want to move those jerseys. Reseller King, bad week, too much life, and had no time for reselling. That's the bad part. Today I didn't go to the thrift store, did not. Tomorrow might be tough for me to go just because I have to leave work early. So I probably won't get to thrift tomorrow, and I will probably be in your same boat, Reseller King. April Davis, my Poshmark name is Soccer4822. Thrill Hunt still negatives? Oh, man. Linda Willis, thanks for subscribing. But like what I've seen so far, hopefully we can help you out. I like to show what I picked up, different tips and tricks. I did order some video glasses, so I'm hoping to show you what I pick up and then get more into liquidation. I will have more videos around sourcing and reverse logistics, returns, basically. I'm going to a conference next week. It's Tuesday. I'm leaving Tuesday morning. So I'm hoping either Monday night or this weekend we could talk about Vegas, what I'm doing there, and I can hopefully get some video when I'm there. Can I send a negative super chat for that comment? You can try, Nevermore. You can try, John. I only want them because I want to sell the jersey. Tom Brady's the man, though. Wondered. Let's see. Hard to Dixie. How's the temp in Alabama? All right. So let's talk about speed. A lot of times I thrift at lunchtime. I have so many minutes to go to the store and making enough time to get back to work, as well as after work with kids and, you know, everything blowing up, right? Have to take kids to sports, have to make dinner, you know, all that stuff. Hold on, let me mute that. So what I try to do is I try to improve my process of finding things. And I always wonder, if I go too fast, what did I miss? I usually end up buying stuff that has stains or snags, but that is neither here nor there for this conversation. This conversation is strictly product, and we're going to try to mitigate the stains, the rips and tears. But let's talk about what I look for. And as with everything we talk about, get to know your thrift store, your layout, your stores, your websites, whatever you're doing. Learn where things are. Just because when I go to a thrift store, at least the one I go to at lunch, it's about 5 minutes for my job. I know exactly. I follow the same line. I go up this aisle. I go across. I know I have to, when I walk in, I have to hit the games on the left. I go hit the bags in the back. I hit the electronics. Then I hit the jackets and then the polo shirts. And that's my normal line if I'm pressed for time. And most of the time I still do that line. If I have other time, I will go back and look around. I feel your pain. It sucks when there's a long line at the thrift on lunch break. Yeah, Pac-Man. When you're waiting in line and they have one cashier. Hey, John, what's up? What is your limit on FootJoy? Trent, what's my limit for purchase? It all depends. If it's non-branded, probably $4 or $5. If it's branded, I would go higher, but all my polos are $4. So FootJoys, I'll buy any FootJoy. If it has snags or stains, I'll leave it behind. Upstate New York thrifters, what do you use the Bondic for? Oh, great question. I actually have it over here. Bondic's great. If you guys don't have it, I have a link down below. Small commission, Amazon affiliate, but comes in this here, and you get, gosh, sorry, people are going bananas on my phone. Here it is, right here. Bondic, what it does, it's a little off topic, but I like it. It's a little gel, and what you do is you squeeze a little bit onto a plastic piece, and once you squeeze a little bit and you get the pieces together, you hit it with the light. Oh, there you go. You kind of see it right there, right? The light basically hardens it. Now, it doesn't make it 100% unbreakable again, but it keeps the pieces back together. Is it makeup? John, not yet. I do have a makeup video in store, but that's besides the point. So Bondic, if, a lot of toys. If I get toy pieces, if I get pieces of electronics, it's very good for liquidation electronics. Just because you get pieces and parts that are snapped off. Cosmetic pieces, it's really good for cosmetic pieces. For pieces that need to be bent, turned, stretched, it's not as good. You'll probably want to use Gorilla Glue or something a little stronger than that. That's good for cosmetic fixes. Flipping Particles, how's it going? Yeah, Maria, it does work. I like it a lot. It's definitely good to have in your toolkit with the glue gun and all that, but definitely it's good to help with. Rum Stump could use for his minifigures. Yes, that stuff. I mean, it's good. I use it for the kids' toys. My son's pretty rough with his toys. I'll put some Bondic on it, and it's good to go. Better than super glue because it's not sticky, and it's really nice because when you have the super glue, your fingers stick to it. It leaves your fingerprints. That's really clean. You can once you get some practice, you can get it in there, and then you can kind of scratch off the excess. That's how I use it. So back to speeding stuff up. Find your path, right? Find your path, what you're looking for, and then once you find your path, find out what you're looking for, right? For electronics, I look for, at least for games, I'm looking for PlayStation, Xbox, and then I know specific titles I look for. I can look over this pretty quickly. Now, if you're going quick, you want to be able to not have to look stuff up, right? In an ideal scenario, let's say at all time in the world, you're going to look up everything, at least stuff you don't know. This is where you know your products, right? You're looking for what you know at this point. Hey, Scott, what's up? Scott likes being lost, no pass. So the games, I'll know to look for. Bags, I mean, you're looking for stuff that looks new, not dirt on it. You're brand names at this point, right? You're looking for Oakley, Adidas, school logos. The bags you'll hit up. Electronics, mainly thing I look for electronics is combo players. And if I do find a combo player on my kind of fast run, I will test it for power and make sure the DVD player comes out, and that's all I'll do. Usually I buy them for about $8. And then clothing. Clothing, it's I'm only looking for stuff like this that has a sheen to it. You can tell actually. I don't have one over here. The non-shiny, the heavy cottony polo shirts that look real thick and uncomfortable. That's how you can discern between that polyester versus a heavy, thick cotton shirt. I basically just walk down the line and look for that. And that's all I do. And I can tell, and then I know the brands, right? You know what brands you want: FootJoys, Adidas, jerseys. You can tell what jerseys are versus polo shirts. I recommend going through it and look for the sheen first, and then you're going to walk back through and you're specifically going to look at the sleeve. Don't look anywhere else. So this is right. This is going to be hung up this way. Look here, right? Look at here as you walk down the line. You can tell that's something you want to look at. So you're going to look at this shirt. Oh, it's a polo shirt, right? And it's, or not a polo shirt. It's a Russell shirt with a school logo. This is a quick pull. Once you take it out, check for snags real fast and check the armpits. I've come to learn, check the tags. A lot of times, minus the screened in, these fade out. And if this is faded or the tag is ripped off and I do not know the size, if it's not something desirable, I'll leave it behind, because if I don't know the size, this is personal preference, I don't want to take the time to measure it. So I will leave it behind. The next pass, and this is pretty quick, this is the last pass before I leave. I look just right here at the sleeve of your polo shirts. Look for any type of designs. And when I say designs like this is going to stick out. You're going to see a number on the sleeve. And you look through, that's a jersey giveaway right there, when all you see is that, minus the front. So look at the sleeves. First, the collars, walk all the way through, and then down at the bottom. Donna, I know I could put measurements on everything, but I'm trying to minimize time. 99% of my sold polo shirts have 0 listings on it, and I get no returns due to due to measurements. Russell does sell. The only Russells I do pick up are the ones that have logos on it. So the Russells that have the school logos, team logos, I will not buy a plain Russell polo shirt. Source from Paradise and clothing, I look for bright colors. Yes, bright colors, unique designs. Purple is going to be a hot clothing color for women. There you go. So unique designs, colors, stripes, stuff on the sleeve. But those are the main things I look for. And the other thing is learn your brands, right? You can know what brands you want. Once I find an Under Armour, a FootJoy, I know I'm sticking to those. Those are my main keepers. What did I miss up here? Took 3 to the post office today. Nice. Flipping particles, treacherous roads. Nick's getting anxious and nervous for ASD. I can't wait for ASD. All right. ASD is a show in Vegas, if you guys don't know, where you can find vendors. I'm going to get some more books for you guys. Coolest cat, for my Under Armour, I pay $4.29. Polos and Under Armours, all $4. And I'll show you what I paid here. We'll go through this. So this one was a quick run. And I think Source from Paradise, you had mentioned bright colors. I picked up some bright colors, and you can tell immediately what to look for. This is $30, paid $30. Quick thing to look for is turtlenecks. And this is Under Armour, so you see this sitting there. These things, to me, this is my preference. This is very desirable. These compression Under Armours. I've found Reebok Under Armour or Reebok compression shirts. Those, I don't pick those up. Easton, I don't pick those up. The only compression shirts I pick up or mock compressions are Under Armour. You can get upwards of 24 to 30 bucks depending on what it is. But it's just a plain one, right? Nothing on it. You can tell even this is worn off, which I'm okay with because it's on the back. So it has size large. These are awesome. Get these every time. Sorry, I think I'm getting a cold. B-Town Picker, what's up? Awesome, would love ASD book this year's show. Hardy Dixon Flipper, I will pick them up. I'll pick up more than I did last time. I think I picked up 7. I'll try and pick up more this year. Heat Gear, Under Armour sells well. Yeah, Heat Gear does well. Fat Man the Flipper, what's up? New to your channel, I'm all ears. I see the beater pickers here too. Hey, yeah. Thanks for joining, Fat Man. Sold the used. Yeah, throw the hunt. The used, I mean, that's awesome. You got 35 bucks. I just bought one for my hubby like that, $2.99. Looked new Under Armour. I bought one for my son, size youth small. I buy them all the time. Just keep them if you can. Hey, Joey. Yeah, that stuff Under Armour, don't leave that behind. That could pay, so that $30, that'll pay at least for 60 to 70% of what I bought today or yesterday. And this is simple. You guys find, if you're looking down the line, if you see Adidas, that's an automatic view. Pull that shirt out and look at it. I've been finding a lot of these lately. This MLS Columbus Crew, this is a full zip up. And if the more pattern, the better. So Source and Paradise, you're right. The better patterns, the patches sewn on. This is actually a patch. It feels like a felt patch, which is kind of cool. Double check on the inside too. Adidas. Make sure you got the tag in there. And it has a soccer ball in the back. So that stuff will sell immediately. I say immediately. Some sell well. Some are sitting. You will get good prices for that. Don't lower the prices. MLS is probably one of the tougher things to sell. But when the right buyer comes along, you'll get your price. Hey, Tanya, what's up? Marie snagged it. What else? All right. This is cool. Again, soccer jerseys. Pick them up. I've picked up, even at the Goodwill outlets where you have all this random junk in there, I've picked up stained soccer shirts and still sold them and made money on them. Obviously, you're going to still sell, still say they're stained. Gosh, I can't say that word. You're going to say they're stained, but they'll still sell. So this is really cool. Another Columbus Crew jersey. If they have numbers, that's good. If they have numbers and name on the back, even better. Again, we talked about jerseys the other night. If they have names, double check that it is a player and not some Joe Schmo that paid to have his name put on the back. But usually, from the soccer jerseys that I find, usually they're screened on. So don't leave them if they are screened on. Just double check patches and all that. I still pick them up, even if they're big name brands. You will, now word of caution, you will find knockoff soccer jerseys. If they're not one of, the big 3 or big 4, the Adidas, the Reeboks, what else? The Pumas, don't buy those. Don't pay $4 for those because you're not going to get more than 10 bucks. I found a knockoff. I don't think it was knockoff. It was just it was a real low brand. And it was, I sold it for 10 bucks. It was from the bin, so I wasn't too concerned about it. But don't buy the cheap ones because you're not going to get your money. Just because I said it's a soccer jersey, don't buy it. Adidas, Puma, pick those up. These are okay seller. This is actually extra large, and this was sitting on the yet to be put out. When I'm going to the speed run and thrift store, the workers will put out their carts that they have everything hung up, and they're going to put them on the racks. I hit those before they put them out, just because usually a lot of the best merchandise has not been put out yet, so I snag them before they put them. I snagged this one. Scott says knockoff soccer jersey is kickball jersey. That's true. Probably is one. Under Armour zip-ups. Under Armour zip-ups. This is a thin one. It's a Heat Gear. These command well. Sit for a little bit, but you will get your price on those. Marie says, hit up TJ Maxx. Yeah, TJ Maxx. I have purchased many of soccer jerseys at TJ Maxx, and they are the nice ones. You can get them for cheaper prices, but you probably can. And I have one upstairs I've never worn. I probably should list it. It's a Tottenham jersey. Turtle Trader, what's going on? What else? Oh, two more things. All right, two more things I picked up. Bright Under Armour. This has no brand on it or no other logos. It's just a neon Under Armour. I was thinking of just wearing it until it sells. But look at that. Really cool. That shouldn't last long. And then I'm not sure if other people buy these, but I tend to pick up the hoodies. The hoodies do really well. And especially this one. Look at that pattern. That's a really cool pattern. These will get $35, $30 to $35 all day. Especially with this pattern, it's pretty cool. And then look inside. Now, this is a size small, so I'm not sure how it will do. I'm guessing now, if you find the newer Under Armour tags on them, they're the thin, longer tags. And I believe the older ones are the shorter tags, from what I've seen. I don't find many new stuff with this longer tag on it. But this should do well. Word of caution when you're looking for hoodies, just because you don't want to mislist something, make sure your hood has the string in it. I found multiple hoodies, get home, and forget to check that the string's in it. And so it says Under Armour all across it. Another thing to look for, make sure the zipper's on it, or the little tag things on it, on the zipper. And then other thing on hoodies, if you have the hoodie with the full pocket, make sure the full pocket's not ripped off, but it's still hanging on. I've missed that, I think, once or twice. So double check that that hoodie flap is still sewn on. Otherwise, just list it that way. I sold a Marlboro. I don't know if you remember the Marlboro red hoodie that I had. I think I sold it for $35. I was shipping it out, and I realized it was not attached. And I gave the person 50% off, and they still took it. So, yeah, that's the quick run. That's the quick run, looking for sweatshirts, looking for jerseys, and looking for nice polos, and throwing all that other stuff in there. You can make your trips pretty quick. I don't mind quick trips because I go there frequently. I'll go there the next day, and hopefully no one picked what I missed. Otherwise, I'll find something again. But that, and if you're trying to condense your times, like on Saturdays or Sundays, I'll hit 3 up at once. And this is personal preference, I don't want to be out for 8 hours looking at 3 stores. I want to do 15 to 30 minutes a pop and still make it worth my while. So I'm looking for specific brands. If I do have time, I like going to a thrift store for an hour, looking at things, finding new brands. And I mainly find the new brands from you guys, either from Instagram or YouTube, watching what other people sell, learning what to look for. But once you learn, you get that mental note going, it'll help you a lot. And an example is with liquidation. When I first started liquidation, I know what sells really well. And I started taking, I physically wrote what brands sell well. And as I continued to add to the list, I memorize the list, but that list, then I say, okay, that it falls in my repertoire at that point where I know those are the things I always want to look for. Sourcing was good tonight. Nice, Joey. Midas Touch. I don't know about that. You're the Midas Touch of RA. I can't find anything in RA. I'll find all day in thrift stores. Donna's going to estate sales. Nice. But yeah, Scott, Under Armour's, I think I'm surprised at how much Under Armour and FootJoy I find. That's questionable, Source from Paradise. It depends how late I stay up listing and shipping. Linda, I've sold things ever since I was little, but I kind of dabbled in selling for the longest time, and probably really putting in full-time hours probably has been 2.5 years ago. So full-time hours, that's talking over 300 listings. Right now I'm sitting at 1,500. Fat Man, that's a great question. Fat Man the Flipper. Forgive me for dumb question. It's not a dumb question. What platforms do you sell on? I sell on pretty much everything. I do eBay is probably my biggest one right now. Amazon, I do FBA as well as Merchant Fulfilled. And I think I have 40 listings on Amazon. I'm trying to grow that. I have another shipment waiting to get into MDW2, but I think they were closed the other day. I sell on Mercari. That's probably my lowest one. And then I sell on Poshmark. I have about 600, what'd I say? 670 listings on Poshmark. Marie, glad to help. That's what I'm trying to help you guys out. With having a day job, how do you list with your handling time? My handling time's 1 day. Now you get some people that prefer 2 day just because they want the time to go to have time to ship things. I like the 1 day. I like keeping my top rated seller status. I'm probably OCD like that, and I'm cheap. I get about $50 to $70 in credits back for top rated, so that's why I like the 1 day. But here's how so to answer your question, Chris, I go to work. I get to work about 8. I source at lunch for 45 minutes, and that doesn't include drive time. Come home 5 o'clock. Kids usually have hockey after that. I don't come to the basement, put the kids to bed, don't come down here until about 8:30, depending when the kids go to bed. We have the show at 10. After 10 o'clock, I inventory everything in Excel for the day. I take pictures. I cross-post eBay to Amazon, and I will do Amazon or eBay to Poshmark. Some nights I might switch it up and do Amazon. I usually work to like 1 or 2 a.m. And then once I get my listing done for the night, I'll get everything shipped. I'll go to bed, and then on the way to work, I'll drop off my packages. I hit the post office every day before work. The only days I don't ship out are Saturdays and Sundays. Some people ship. I used to ship out on Saturdays. I take Friday as kind of my rest day. Plus, I like watching live PD. So that's kind of my night off from shipping. I will still list. I list 7 days a week. I want to be able to go to St. Louis with my wife one day. Someone has to stay behind to pack. Yeah, that's the one thing, right, John? Especially too when I travel with my day job. I have to extend my handling time, so I will bump out my handling time so I can not get dinged. Just in time, yeah, it's possible to get it done. Just no sleep, right? Just got to work hard. I mean, I don't think of it as working hard. I like doing it. It's fun. If I didn't like doing it, it would suck. Amazon seller uses 3-day handling. Walmart insists on 1 to 2 day shipping. Donna, I don't know about way too much energy. If you talk to me about 1 or 2 a.m., I'm probably on E at that point. Cleaning, sorting, and logging is where I lag. Yeah, just in time. That's the hardest part, right? So I track by the item, and that's kind of a time suck for me. And pictures, if I can, and that's what I'm playing with, outsourcing pictures and inventory. Chris, yeah, if you need help with the 1 day lead time, let me know. I just built it into my process. So I have 9 sold items today. I box them up right now, and I'll take them in the morning. Chris takes CBD oil. No, I don't. If I did, I'd probably be sleeping. I don't know. I've never taken. I don't even know what that does. So, sleeps for the week. That is right. But it's fun. I mean, it's all part of the process. It's all having fun. So I like listing. I like seeing something I listed sell the next day. That's kind of the high for me, right? You put something up, and it sells. Do you just drop them in the mailbox? Yeah, B-Town. I usually so I put the kids on the bus. I leave the house at 7:40, drop my daughter off at daycare, which is in the neighborhood. It's nice. I end up and this is pretty cyclic. I get to the post office about 7:55, 8 o'clock, drop it in the slot, and then go to work. Source from Paradise. I'm thinking about that, doing my listings. That would save me a ton of time. A very organized, yeah. Organization is key to saving time. I agree with that. Once you have organized process, So when I get stuff pictured down here or photoed, list it right here, I will hang it. So you can kind of see back there. I have all my hangers sorted out. Large is at the top on that rack. Extra large is at the bottom. Coats are right there. So, Joey, I'd love to post some pictures when you go to Rehoboth. Donna, yeah, he knows. He always does. My boss know I moonlight or reseller. He always jokes I'm on moonlight. Source in Paradise, scheduling a pickup. I used to do that a couple times. They missed a pickup one time. So I don't like relying on other people. I know if it was reliable for them to pick up every day, I would do it. So I just take it. It's on my way to work. I will only use them. So if I'm flying out the next day, I will set them on my porch. I will do it that way. I'm thinking about doing it for my Poshmark on Saturdays. If I have Friday night sales, I will do porch pickup on Saturdays just because I can wait if they miss the pickup. But I just don't like them missing it. I've missed once or twice. I say I missed. They've missed picking it up. I'm thinking of making priority box lots of random clean items that are good mix, mainly items $1 to $9. I'd be interested in seeing that. I don't know how that would float on eBay because people would probably say items not as described. So I don't know about Poshmark though. It might work, but I'm not sure. Marie says tries to be organized and squirrel. Yeah, I get that way, and then I have that where I didn't hang that stuff up yet. That stuff's not hung, so that's my squirrel moment right there. Fat Man Flipper, look new to this. Nice. 3 sales on eBay. Awesome. 25 on Amazon. Just listed one thing on Poshmark, but listing on eBay. So what I do, and I can make another video on it. I believe I have one of my process. What I do is I minimize my typing. So when I inventory my stuff in my Excel sheet, every item basically that I have in my Excel sheet is the title description for every listing, and they match across each platform. So I basically copy the title in my Excel sheet, paste it into eBay, go to solds, hit sell similar, and then I follow the same process. Or I hit sell similar on stuff I already have listed, and all that stuff's already filled out. My price is what I want it to be. Delete my photos, import the new ones, list. The squirrel is mostly Justin. Uh-oh, shots fired. I haven't had issues yet. We only have one vehicle. Extended handling times hurting. Yeah. So, and in those cases, I would trust, and especially if you have a nice mailman, I would definitely trust pickup. Yeah. Fat Man, welcome to the reselling world. It will only get more addictive. Jeffrey does lots of liquidation. Nice. I looked today for a little bit, but I saw those ones with local pickup. I'll have more answers for you on that. Sue Ann does 2-day porch pickup. Julie Sims, thanks for joining. Yeah, so porch pickup, I use it when I need it. Otherwise, if it's on the way for me, I'll just drop it myself. But I do not get scans. I hear about other people will get scans from the post office. I just drop it and go. I've never had an issue that way. Sue Ann misses an average of once a month. Yeah, so if I'm shipping out 10 a day, that potentially could hurt my top-rated seller status. But so either or. I mean, what works best for your situation? How do you do local in Plainfield? If you're doing local pickup in Plainfield, I believe you shoot, once you win the lot, shoot support. I think it's support@liquidation.com, and you can coordinate a pickup through there. Donna, I will have to check theirs out. I just saw their video pop up today. They got a liquidation lot. Just in time makes up the listed ads for eBay research item or copy another ad. I always copy. I always sell similar. Always. And it's always on a sold listing. I try not to do it on something that hasn't sold. That's just my OCD. John, I want the Patriots to win. I do. But it'd be in my best interest if Todd Gurley had a ring. But I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. SMG, I have not had success in Mercari. I've sold probably 5 things in total. Lee Vintage is doing a spot with a Supreme Street brand this weekend. Interesting. Hip Flippin' Mama, how's it going? Yeah, so there's other people that do really well in Mercari. Myself, not so much, just because I probably don't pay attention to it. And that goes back to, I mean, Scott the Bearded Picker talked about it. You do well on platforms that you pay attention to. As long as you're listing, as long as you're being active, putting new stuff up there, you're going to get sold items. So if I paid more attention to Mercari, I probably could kill it. But I'm having better success with eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark. So Thrill the Hunt, debated doing pickup from Liquidation, 3 hours away. I've thought about it if I've ordered pallets, but I've never pulled the trigger on it. So yeah, Justin, you make ads on items. Yeah, if they're ads that don't exist, then yeah, then I'd go out of my way to list it myself. Julie says Mercari has a new program. I've not tried that. Mercari has a new program where UPS will box it for you. Interesting. I think I saw that on the last thing I sold, but that was it. So, Chris, do you ever find Miami Dolphin stuff? Yes, I do. I actually sold a vintage champion brand screened on Miami Dolphins. I sold it, I think, for $30. Very rare. Once I do find it, though, Hip Flippin' Mama, I will buy it. John, appreciate it. Yeah. So before we sign off, guys, John posted in the chat. Make sure you join the Liquidation OH Facebook group. We'd love to see your pictures and questions in there. Yeah, old logo, Hip Flippin'. Also, if you're not subscribed, head over to John's channel. Give his channel a subscribe. He has some awesome sourcing videos that you follow him on, as well as there's others in the chat. Donna has a channel. But follow in the group. You guys will see channels in there and learn from each other. So study hip hop. Vintage Champion is hot. Yeah, Vintage Champion's really nice. Just in time flipping. I put my jerseys on the floor. I put them right over here. Make sure your floor is clean and there's nothing around, and make sure it's flat. So just on the floor front, I close-ups of the logos in the back. That's all I do. Yeah, Scott should have a video. Yeah, Scott, I forgot you were here. If you're not subscribed to Scott's channel, head over and give him a sub. If you want to learn how to retail arbitrage, which I have not started. So hardwood or carpet? Just in time, mine's hardwood. It's slatted hardwood. It's brown. So it's not too bad. I try to keep it minimal. I've had no issues with it yet, no complaints. So that's all I had, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, stay tuned this weekend. It's gonna be hit or miss. And if I don't talk to you until Monday night, hopefully, well, at least to Monday night, maybe the Super Bowl night, we'll see. But we'll at least see you in Vegas. Yeah, not enough time for RA in my schedule. I got to make time. Gotta do it. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll hopefully see you this weekend. If not on Facebook, if not on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, definitely. All right, everybody. Talk to you guys later. See ya.